Shalom, Yasharal. Hope everyone is well. The Most High has told us in His scripture that anyone, not just some, a few, but all people, any person who turns their ear from hearing the Torah, the instructions, that person's prayer is an abomination to Abba Yahuwah. He does not listen to anything you have to say. Nothing. No doubt He hears your cries. He knows the pain that person's in. He wants that person to turn back, return to Him. But if they do not incline their ear to hearing the Torah, He never listens to that person. And if anyone says any different, then that would mean Abba is a liar. And I'll go out on any limb and say that he is not a liar. It's actually the other way around. People, especially Christians, they have this arrogant pride that they wholeheartedly believe does not exist, but it absolutely does. And I can prove it to you. I'm going to show you a little bit of it right here. This is my cousin here. Sent me this message. I just realized she sent it to me, saying, I didn't read it all because it's exactly what I'm talking about. She's a Christian, always saying Jesus and God. I would have pulled Joseph out. I would have pulled David out. I would have pulled Esther out down here. So instead of trying to pull you out, I'm lifting you up, kneeling before the Father. I'm asking Him to give you strength. You can ask Him all day long. Anything you want to ask Him. But until you incline your ear to the Torah and you start to acknowledge it for what it is, apply it to your life, and no longer scoff it and dismiss it, He's not hearing a word you say. I know that you people like to think that you've had prayers answered before. But if you think that your prayer was heard and answered, but you have never turned your ear back to Torah, either that means Abba's a liar, or that you prayed, He didn't listen, and you just, in your great delusion, you believe your prayer was answered. And I'm going to go with the latter because Abba is not a liar. Right here, my mom. I just noticed this message my mom sent me. She said, "Where is my David?" I responded to her by saying, he's been in your life for 40 plus years. You don't know where he is because you've never looked for him. She has no idea who I am and never has taken the time to find out, but puts guilt on me, tries to put a guilt trip on me, and pretend like it's my fault that she don't know who I am. Do you see the irony in that? Do you see the absurdness in that? How can I get to know Abba if I never try to get to know Abba? These people are so arrogant and full of pride. And if you're listening to this right now and you think that you don't have to consider Torah, but Abba is supposed to listen to your prayer and your request, bye. You're full of shit and you're about to get destroyed. I'm going to read some scripture here for you and prove that to you. Right here, Jeremiah says, "I sent to you all my servants, the prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, turn each one from his evil way and make good your deeds, and do not go after other gods, ones to serve them, other mighty ones to serve them, and you shall dwell in the land which I have given you and your fathers. But you have not inclined your ear, nor obeyed me. You will say, I don't serve other mighty ones, other gods, but you do. You say, I don't have an evil way. You do. Prophets haven't come to me and told me anything. They have. I obey the Most High. No, you haven't. You don't even acknowledge the land. Abba says, he shall turn your festivals into mourning and all your songs into lamentation. Bring sackcloth on loins and baldness on every head, and shall make it like mourning for an only son, and its end like a day of bitterness. Verse 9, and it shall be in that day, declares the Master Yahuwah, that I shall cause the sun to go down at noon, and shall darken the earth on a day of brightness. You see, that's not literal. What you Christians, Messianics, all you religious folks, what you worship, whether you believe it or not, you bow down and worship the sun. That's a parable that we just read. The sun is brightest at noon. When your sun worship, your sun religion is at its brightest, Abba's going to make it revealed to people like me. Now I see its filthiness, and it shines no more on me. All your clapping and dancing that you do in your churches is nothing but arrogance and pride. You shaking your middle finger at Abba. But see, just like Proverbs 23 right there, it says, do not speak in the ears of a fool, for he treads on the wisdom of your words. You probably done said blah, blah, blah to me, didn't you? For what I'm saying right now. But trust me, you better take heed. Right there, Jeremiah 48, for because you have trusted in your works and your treasures, you shall be captured. You'll never know it's coming. You'll never hear Abba coming. You have heard my voice. You don't want to listen. Your pride that you do not believe exists is going to be the death of you.